Did you ever explain why people couldn't leave?
People couldn't leave what, the area?
Yeah, once they
The capital,
arrive.
yeah.
Yeah.
I believe so. We just started the stream, by the way. We can cover this in recap. I believe, to answer your question, kind of. I don't think he gave it. It is part of the plan that Death has of, and in turn he has of sort of building an equal society.
Yeah.
Um, like you assume that you can leave because you have teleportation, but everyone else is basically being kept here. And in one part, it's a sort of why would you want to leave? You know,
Yeah.
he's trying to
Because
build a
how evil
utopia.
you are.
And what a utopia it is, with hierarchies and everything.
It, I'm so curious when the or if the brain bleed is gonna start
What do you mean?
for Liam.
Why would my brain bleed?
That's not in a literal sense. That's a literary term for what you when you start when you start to think things are good because Death thinks they are good, not just because you thought they were good.
And am I gonna start assimilating into their mindset?
Yeah. If that will happen at all.
I would argue literarily, and by the statements I have given, that at least to all outside observers, it, like, maybe not you in the fiction, but every one of you outside of the fiction knows that that's just how this bond with Death is described. I've said a lot of you feel X and you don't know if it comes from you or it.
Okay. So, if not for the fact that there is an external oeuvre controlling Liam, uh, Liam would have a much harder time maintaining themselves. Liam has a very strong central core that is helping them maintain their id effectively. Kind of is what I'm getting at with in having a player character.
I don't think that the mayor was necessarily looking like someone who was slowly losing their wits.
Well, we've never known them. We don't remember them before. Well, I guess let's see how. I would like to see how well I remember them at all
Yeah,
before. Yeah.
you can make a rule for that.
I could just like ask them mentally.
Yeah, but would you get the right answer is the question.
Well, I could feel it.
Yeah, but also this is something I'm realizing in.
No, you do you. I'm just saying,
I don't.
like,
Right. And then 2s6 isn't gonna work quite the way I want. I should probably change that. I'll explode that.
Go to the bathroom for a sec.
So I got an 18.
So it's hard to remember and how much it would have changed as he left the village many years ago. You would have been like a young kid, probably 8 or below, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't seem off. It's not like, death hasn't taken him over and he is some sort of creepy, plotting evil man.
Or, a averaged out human being.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also knew him presumably as a teenager.
Yeah. But you also get the feeling that he didn't grow a whole bunch in terms of progressing mentally. There are still parts of him that are full of an optimism that is unearned and things like that.
Yeah.
Because he's, been trapped in a ever-dying body for a long time. Not a lot of time for self-reflection.
Yeah, things did just kind of work. I'm not going to say they worked out, but they definitely did just work. Oh, it's just you and me now. Is he scarred at all now, or does he look like a normal human being?
He's It's one of those things where you would think it would leave more scarring. It doesn't. It's sort of interesting, is it's the reversing of, somebody having a bomb explode on them and that being reversed. He doesn't have a lot of scarring, right?
Yeah. But it's visible. Where it's not
I would say there are slight, and actually I think it would be hard for you to tell, because some of the places where there would be scarring are covered. His arm was disconnected, right?
that's true.
The shoulder blade isn't visible to see where it would connect back. but he looks shockingly healthy for being in that situation not 48 hours ago. Not 24 even.
He's probably still overcorrecting with his glamour even.
Well,
Or
yeah,
not overcorrecting, but like
he is maintaining the exact same glamour that you saw before, which does cover things that it's like it is
Okay.
purposefully making invisible a thing that doesn't exist anymore.
Didn't I help him with that?
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just that he's used to having it up
Okay.
such that it is second nature, and he has not learned to just turn off
Was there
the.
anything I need to know?
Yeah, he's fully exploded again. Everything you did was for nothing.
All right.
Yeah.
Free XP, I guess.
Nah,
He's
he's-
kind
come
of
to
just
me,
wearing a
Death.
mask of his own face.
Yeah.
yeah, so he seems similar, and based on like who you can tell better is Liam, who you've traveled with this whole time. There's not been a noticeable shift in like there's nothing Liam has done recently that like seems fully out of the bounds of what he would have done normally.
Okay. Are we welcome to visit again?
Oh, of course. I assume it'll be harder for you to get access if you do go back to the lower levels, but I assume beyond that you can drop by.
Okay.
You have plans? You going somewhere?
Um I think that I think I I know I I don't fully I don't love everything you've said, but you know, you seem like a nice enough person, and I trust I've come to trust yours and Liam's companion enough now that I don't worry about them. And if you're looking for the specific thing, out of the things you've said, just because it needn't necessarily be a secret. I don't necessarily love the thought of the whole uh expanding the aura of the non-powered area thing, but I who am I to tell you to stop doing that? Um, but I I think we could do some good in some other areas right now. And you're right. We currently are uniquely in the ability to go places. So, and I'll kind of look at Liam, who I'm not Liam, Callum.
Yes.
Whenever you're ready, I'd like to just go back to Port Morgan, or because I feel like that's not too far for you.
I think I can do that.
Weren't we supposed? Okay, I might be crazy here, but weren't we supposed to talk to the guy on the surface that we left behind?
Yeah, at Port Morgan.
Did he say that? That he was going to Port Morgan?
He was in Port Morgan.
Well, no, he was above us in the region we're in right now.
Was he?
Yeah,
Who?
he was distracting people in the town.
Yes, the
while
town
we
was
were-
the town was Port Morgan.
Oh. Okay, because I'm looking at the map, right, and I'm seeing the star, which is where the location of the guy, and then I'm seeing Port Morgan is more south.
Yes, you took a
Think if
train.
anyone could leave without teleporting, it's Grover, but we should find Grover first.
Grover was here with you.
Oh,
He joined you
okay,
for
I guess
breakfast. Remember?
I forgot the entire
Right.
I forgot the entire journey to get to this town, I guess. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you forgot the train ride.
Yeah, I guess I didn't realize that. I thought we were just going straight down.
No.
Nope.
All right. Before we go, speaking of the field though, have you expanded your technological capabilities of utilizing fields such as that, but in a smaller scale?
It's not a tech thing.
Well, okay. Theoretically, there could be a device that is helping specify exactly where the barrier of non-magic is. We don't
No,
know.
it's focused around the body.
Okay, but wasn't there a weird thing where when we went down to the body itself, there was like a weird. Okay, now I'm saying as a player, I feel like I remembered something where it was specified that only the lower quarter was like the strongest, and if you went under or above the lower quarter, you would get a little stronger.
It is
Even if you went to the body.
centralized on the body because it's a focus.
Okay, so the body is emitting this field.
Yes, and here you can too. It's to a lesser extent.
Do you know how to do it yourself? Do you have any tips?
It's the same as with any of your magic. You just
So I just kind of materialize it.
yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll try it in the future.
Please do. It's quite interesting. It feels awful.
Oh, it
Especially in
feels
our
awful on my end?
situation. Well, it centers on yourself, so like
I guess that's true.
I like
But I would imagine that because we're avatars of death now, that we would somehow not be affected by the thing that death is doing. You know.
I like squint as they're talking and is like, can think to myself, can we do that? And I'm like, think about the weird time thing as I like think to the guy, and then I remember that his orb was taken, and I'm like, no. And then the urge to hit the man again with many boulders arises again.
You know what though, Edwin? As a show of this newfound, I don't want to call it camaraderie, but like I feel like we've kind of made a connection,
Well, you're kind of like
like a
brothers.
literal connection, and now also we both kind of went down and made this horrible discovery that has like opened up the profound nature of our world together. So I feel like we're bonding, and with that in mind, I'm gonna reach into my book, or I'm gonna reach for one of my books.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
I
this
I do
guy
not
goes,
have this
"Wait."
specific book, by the way.
Okay, if you're going to show him the book, which fine, we can show him the book.
It's okay, man. It's not that bad, and I'm gonna
Okay, no, no,
take
no,
out
no,
the
no, no, no,
book.
no, wait.
Now I'm
Okay,
taking out the book, and I'm
no,
showing
no,
him
no,
the
no, no,
book
no,
that
no.
is titled "Romance: Sickness of Love,"
Oh,
and I'm
it's
gonna
it's
give
a
it to
different
him.
book.
It's a good book. I actually took it from took it. I borrowed it from your library of the lower sector.
It's not my library.
Well, I said you're as in you're the mayor of this place, so it is technically your city's.
Yeah, but like I
book.
don't feel like I have ownership over all the library.
No, but that's not what I mean. Like whatever, just I found this book in your city's library. Okay?
So you think I
And
need
I
a?
think you need to get out there and like reconnect now that you're whole again. You can be you deserved. I'm not saying any of that, by the way. But I'm
Also
just amazed that you're
like
giving him a romance book.
also like and I'll put my hand around his shoulder like as I'm holding the book in front of him. Like first of all, I did not finish the last like 10 pages. So unfortunately I got no idea where this fucking masterpiece is ending right now, but the suspense, like, it's so suspenseful, it's so great, and I don't know, like, sometimes you just have a library, but you don't, read all the books there. So, like, I feel like you might appreciate something like this. Just, I don't know, you seem like a cool
Wait,
dude.
did you just suspense bomb him? Or because you're connected. So he's literally going to be spoiled on like the majority of the book, but he has this
Okay,
suspense
Ninja,
feeling.
I need you to know that this is a step further. When you go to think about the fact that you haven't read the ending of the book, you do know the ending of the book.
Okay,
so
but it
he's
would be
read the
funnier
book.
if Death was the one that knew the ending, not Edwin.
Well, yeah. I would go even further to say that is factually true.
Oh, holy shit, I just made a realization, Eddie.
We wrote the book. We're geniuses.
Holy crap. No wonder it's called Sickness of Love.
Okay, so I didn't really feel like explaining that part to you, but Death does know the mind of any bodies that become part of Death.
Well, sure, but I didn't realize that Death had become the body of the author of this book.
Well, no, it's just that like anyone who's died in this town gets like the burial system involves putting them into the. That's part of the deal.
Oh, would you like it if we brought you foreign books?
We actually have a shipment that comes in all the time.
Okay. Well, how about this then? I'm gonna keep Sickness of Love, even though I've now been spoiled for the ending.
You feel a weird sense of pride in this thing that it's like a conflicting series of emotions.
I am very. I also now I'm curious, and I'm gonna think about the book as I'm pulling it out, and I'm gonna pull out the second book, which is the Book of Painting of Battle Book of Painting of the Book of Painting of Battle, which is the Art of War
Yes.
knockoff. And I'm gonna just like hold it up, and then I'm gonna wait basically for all the info dump on that book to show up.
Yeah,
in my head.
Your brain can recall all of the like if you focus on it, you can recall any passage of that book.
That is honestly, if we had a little more time, I would just run to the whatever library was closest, and I would just open look at all the books that I could, and I would just get all of their information. This is crazy.
Well, you can try without knowing what's in there. Like, you just sort of have to guess at a book title, and then like if it's in there and it's been read, you might
So
be
you're
able to
telling me
get
that
it.
while I was recommending this book to you, you didn't make an attempt to not be spoiled on it?
No, I can't. You can't do once. It's like
The secret is retention.
it's like when somebody says don't think about a purple elephant and you like instantly do, right? Like I wouldn't access the knowledge of that book until I see the book and now know it exists, and the database pulls it's get pulled from memory, right? Like,
Is it like a perfect? Okay, I don't know why I'm asking you. I can just feel it myself, I guess. Do I feel like it's like a perfectly recalled memory? Like it's the entire book word for word?
you feel like it depends. Like you think if it's an obscure text, like think about like because this power comes from the memory of the dead, right?
Yeah.
Imagine a book on like the exact way to do nuclear fusion, and then like the first book of the Twilight Saga. Which one of those is going to be easier for you to recall if you're pulling from a bunch of people's brain?
Yeah, okay.
So like
A lot of people read.
Well, like
Twilight.
how what's the what's the general vibe, and like is Romance of Love, or sorry, it's Sickness of Love, like a Twilight level read where it's kind of simple, but like you can sort of grasp it just fine, or does it try to like add in complicated words?
it's a more adult romance rather than teen romance.
Okay, but like adult in what way? Because like, are we thinking now 50 Shades of Grey kind of adult, or like, because that's
No,
still
it's
kind
not.
of like trashy, you know?
It's not trashy. It's you know.
Yeah, no. We're not judging you for your fetishes, Forrest.
That I didn't expect you to.
He didn't just blush as he was like, "What did you hand me, man?"
It's
No,
Death
I
fetishes
wasn't
now.
trying to like. I
I
wasn't trying
was-
to unlock a fetish or anything.
I
I was
was-
just trying to give my friend a gift.
I was worried that you had that you had like opened the other book and ripped 10 pages out and replaced the last 10 pages, and we're gonna like jump him with the knowledge book as he goes to finish it.
Yeah.
10 times in a row, I just jumped his mind.
Because you said the last 10 pages, I'm like, is he setting up some shit?
I would do that and not even tell you about it as a DM. Just later on,
As he goes, you're like, has he gone to read the book?
Would that be the cupcake of this campaign? Like the
Well, I don't know, because like, what does it get you?
it gets like I'm gonna feel whatever he goes through.
You would experience it. That is true.
It's like it's like secondhand embarrassment or something. I don't know. Like,
Oh yeah, secondhand internal madness.
yeah,
It's
I
real.
would feel it, but it wouldn't, you know, it wouldn't hit me. No, but that's an interesting idea though. But okay, now when I've managed to not only, I guess, finish this lovely romance that I had, and also finish this battle book that I was going to read next, I'm going to just plop them both here and leave them for you, because like we're leaving, and I don't want to keep these library books with me for like an extended period amount of time, because that would be unfair to the system, you know.
I as I guess as the mayor, I appreciate not abusing the library system.
Yeah,
I guess I'll have these returned.
yeah. Also, when I read the book of genealogy of plants, I was specifically looking for the chancellor families at that time, and my family, right?
Yeah.
Do I, if I pull up the book and hold it in front of me now, do I unlock some extra knowledge?
Roll a
I'll also,
non-magic
honestly,
mind check.
I'll also do Book of History of All Nations, which I also have on hand.
Plus a d20, by the way, on both of these.
Okay, so both of them are D20 together, or what was the full thing?
Each one roll individually is your non-magic mind plus a d20.
Okay, 2d6. Wait, so that's 4d6?
We'll roll them separately.
Oh, okay.
And then tell me which roll is which.
I will say. Okay, I will say. I'm gonna. Oh, I can't. I have no energy. Fuck.
Also,
I
you
guess-
need to roll an additional d20. They would each one would have been 2d6 plus a d20.
Okay. Dude,
Wow.
holy fuck.
Wow.
Okay, the first one was planned. The second one was History of All Nations.
Yeah, just you get general knowledge out of the history book, but like you have a feeling that like some people read this in school maybe and then like definitely never touched it again for the rest of their lives. So it's like you get foggy memories of like the things that would appear on a test, right? Like years
There's no
that a
sort of
battle
weird
happened.
recollection of the Fornwald family unlocking in my brain now.
No, the one about genealogy, you feel like you might be the first person to have read.
Oh man, nobody cares about their relatives.
It's not their relatives, it's the relatives of a different nation.
No, that's fair. But I'm saying he came from the village, right?
Yeah.
So he still lived within like that general like family tree, I would say. So a Fornwall could have married someone with plant magic.
Yeah, there's no mention, or at least as far as you know. You like death does not give you any further knowledge on
Not
that book.
Edwin either. Edwin just doesn't happen to have any personal knowledge.
No,
All right.
you don't feel like you can actively access all of Edwin's thoughts in
I slit
mind.
his throat. No, I'm kidding. Kidding.
Down throw.
Wombo combo. All right. Well, yeah. Thank you for your time, and good luck.
Do it.
Alright. Gotta pull up my note with the space dice.
It's in these moments that I always wonder how badly I'm going to be hurt on the other side of this.
Yeah.
I say
I
out
might
loud.
die.
You gotta remember, this is easy.
That's a D6 you can reroll.
Well, it exploded already. He rolled it
Yeah.
as an X.
Well, no, I meant explode.
Well, he
Yeah, it automatically did because of the way he
Yeah,
did it.
it's a sub skill, so it just rolls the same 6 again.
Okay.
yeah. Yeah. Where in Port Morgan are you trying to go?
You know what? I've already teleported at Alley 2 times. What's 3?
Yeah.
Mhm.
You all
I love
appear in the alleyway.
How am I feeling?
Fine. Why? Other than the wounds and lack of energy and the fact that you're fully drained, you know.
Yeah. I'm gonna make a quick little mental call. Make it a freeway call. Ring ring.
Can. Let's see if it works long distance.
Do I feel like I'm reaching out to I'm gonna call it my patron and my brother?
Well, you know that the patron's with you.
Right. So I can semi communicate with
You
the
can't.
patron.
You don't feel like you can directly talk to Edwin at distance.
Can I still like okay, can I convey a sense of like, okay, how do I make this not sound weird?
I think it's impossible. I think now that you said that and took a 15-second pause, there's no way.
Like the word is like longing or something. Like I'm trying to convey a like, hey, I already miss like the like hanging out kind
desire.
of feeling.
Damn, you're really into this Edwin guy.
Hey, I already lost my one boy, okay? That went back to Riverhaven to rebuild, you know, I'm kind of sad.
He's still there. You can just
Yeah,
go
but
see
like
him.
he's not, you know,
Yeah.
a double agent or some shit. He's, you know, he's not cool.
Wait, you would have rather him be a double agent?
No,
You
I'm
want him
saying
to
as
be
in like
evil.
he's not a cool like dude that's out and about in the world and doing like things, you know.
Yeah, he's just rebuilding a town and like trying to make a
like
life for
boring,
people.
man. Like, what are you doing? The forest is coming, bro. You don't got time for that shit.
Oh,
No,
Riverhaven
but
would get absolutely overtaken by the forest, wouldn't it?
all right.
Yeah, so you're in the alleyway.
We're back in the alley, yeah. All right, looking around. Is everybody just kind of going about their life?
I'm enjoying the sun.
Yeah, that is true. Did we get flashbanged?
No, you're in an alleyway, so it was kind of, dark in the alleyway, but you see like light on the outside. Also, it's not like the other place was dark.
Right, but I'm, you know, going from like unreal light to real light.
Let's go to that guy's house. I'm gonna start heading towards that guy's house.
All right. Can I make a roll like I did before to check if we're being followed, even though we just teleported in?
Sure.
What would that be?
I don't know
Aware.
what was it last time. Awareness.
Bro, I don't fucking know. uh,
You tell me what you want to roll for it. We'll just figure it out.
oh shit. Okay.
Damn, dude. Yeah, you're rather confident you're not being followed.
All right.
You did appear out of nowhere in an alleyway. It would be very hard for someone to attract you.
Well, I'm making sure that we're not being followed as we're making our way over to his house, right? Because like even if they don't know when we spawned in, somebody could have like kept an eye on the house, and then when we approach, they would now be watching us.
Yeah.
Didn't those guys go to the capital? Why are they back?
Who are they?
You.
Us.
Oh, oh, okay.
No one remembers the faces of the winners. That was like a week ago.
Yeah, it's old news.
They'll remember the losers, but not the winners.
Yeah, because the losers stay in town. They like remain your baker, and you get bread from them every couple days. Yeah, so you make it to his house. Door seems to be closed.
I'm going to try to mentally reach out to him.
Okay.
Would you like me to roll for it, or does it just happen?
I think at your skill level, I don't think it would be that hard to just sort of reach out to a guy, assuming he is in his house. Yes.
Okay.
In
Hey.
what way reaching?
We're back. We're outside. It's weird.
The door like opens slightly, such that you can see just like his eye. Why are you back?
Because we can be. Because we have the let us fucking in.
He opens the door.
All right, we walk in.
Inside his house, he has a corkboard set up with just like a insane, like, there's a map, there's all of the markings you know of, there's like him you see like question mark, like single words and question marks over like different ones of the remaining guys, trying to remember what power they had. I feel we don't have much time. I've been trying to plan how to stop the inevitable doomsday that is coming from you guys releasing only one of these guys.
Okay. So, you remember when I said it was weird?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then I'm gonna explain what we found out.
Like all of it?
Um, that
Are we
like
including everything that I discovered in the basement?
I feel like that's pretty relevant to his interests.
Sure, but is it relevant to like us telling him?
Yeah. I feel like
All right.
yeah.
Are we also informing him that two of us are walking catalysts for beings?
Um
And a third one is like in a weird place?
well, he literally already mentioned one of them being released.
Which is the what was it called? The Daywalker Ninja? Lightwalker?
Lifebringer.
Like
Lightbringer.
so I'm just going to tell him everything that happened in there as I'm aware of it.
He sits down, his hands are no longer shaking. He takes a very
His
gentle
entire
and
body is shaking.
sophisticated sip of the tea. And then he fucking spits it.
He just- yeah. He's been hey, you see him like frantic. It's the what Pepe Sylvia meme, and then he sits down, takes a swig of tea, and then goes, "Well, that changes everything."
Well, gentlemen.
I'm getting
So
I'm getting a
we-
team together.
So we can go back.
Sorry, you got me with that one.
Obviously, we can go back. But Death seems to just like living. And is not
Death is
being-
more diplomatic than it seems.
Based on what Callum says, he actually stopped you on one of your bullet points.
Okay, which one?
That was out of gate. They just
Yeah,
finding
but
other
like
stuff.
if we are talking about this, he would clarify something to you that you have wrong in these bullet points, which is tech magic technically didn't come from the ones doing the punishing.
Oh yeah, no, I would have said that. Oh, really?
Whatever needs to be clarified is being clarified, but we are trying to give a
Yeah.
collective report.
He
to this
clarifies
guy.
that she had that ability beforehand, but they didn't know where it came from because it was unique.
Oh,
It came from the other continent.
So it might have been given to her by one of those, but it wouldn't have been at the time of her death. It would have been beforehand.
Are we talking about the one that became a vessel for this otherworldly being in the basement?
Yes.
Okay.
Like she already had an innate ability, like simple machines like watches and things she could manipulate. That was
So really, what we're feeling here is that we have two choices realistically in front of us. We help, or we go and we break out the other beast and we come to an agreement with them, no matter like whatever it takes. Or we have to stop Lifebringer specifically, because Lifebringer is the one currently like whether it's trying to or not, it is directly causing a very bad overgrowth problem of the world.
well, and we don't have a lot of time, but Lifebringer won't be truly back for another 100 years.
Do we still have Junior with us?
Yeah. Junior just sort of hanging out.
Oh, the deer?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
for some
deer
reason
with
I thought Junior went with Miko.
Yeah,
I assumed that too.
or at least you knew
But
where you know where Junior was. I guess if you would rather it be that way for the story.
I feel like it would make more sense if Miko and Junior just kind of
Vanished into the fucking wind.
left
They're at
on their
7
own.
inns.
Hell
God
yeah,
damn
brother!
it!
Hell yeah, dude! That's where we're going. We're going to 7 inns, and it's now the 7
might-
forest inns.
We might actually have to deal with the forest.
But
Okay,
in
but
it,
Would
like,
be the closest point
in
to
its
next
state
phase.
of coming back, it isn't back yet. So you could still find the representation of Lifebringer and get it to be like the others.
is Junior the representation of Lightbringer?
Uh, who's Junior?
One of the, or
It was a deer that was born when we released Lightbringer.
no,
It was around before that.
incorrect. It was around before that.
Was it?
I will explain the entity we refer to as Junior to
Oh, so that would just be an offspring. It's not.
Okay.
It wouldn't be the true representation. The true representation wouldn't have been far from where you were. It's some. It would regenerate in a place where the being was killed originally.
oh,
Maybe-
so it's likely
So
where
the
we
cave that was
performed
its
the ritual.
body.
Well, yeah, that would be a good place to start.
All right. So our next mission is to go back to the cave we found.
I would say, personally, the one thing that is there is an overarching, the balance of these beings and all of that. So yes, freeing all of them, I do now see it was a little short sighted of us. But I think beyond that, you mentioned that we are all being punished for some grave crime that has been committed by these beasts and ourselves. What if
Apparently, this punishment is also coming to an end relatively soon. There's no timeline, but that was a. I don't want to call it threat, but like,
what if it wasn't a threat?
I know. Like, I'm just saying, it sounded threatening in the moment, but like,
Yes, but like a punishment coming to an end can be a good thing just as much as it could be a bad thing. Like, yeah, if it means that they're gonna kill us all, that's if we're up for
what
execution,
would we
bad
have to
ending to the
do? Or
punishment.
like, what
But
would
if you're
have
being
to
released
happen?
from prison, maybe it's better.
They were already being punished, but now when they've served like double prison time, things are gonna be okay.
I would like. Can I? We have more time now. Can I learn the thing? I would love to learn the thing. We would like part of the orb back. We know that you took the orb fair and square.
What if it's the orbs?
What if what's the orbs?
The punishment. Or the crime. I'm not sure.
If it's a punishment, we could try and break them. If it's the crime, how do we return them? But more importantly, can you give me the orb you have?
No.
No.
Me first. Sorry.
Like Teddy,
Sorry.
if you want to
Sorry.
hold it first, that's okay.
It's not an orb that you hold anymore. I have the same way that he got taught. Like I'm the orb now, basically.
All right, Teddy, hold his hand, and I'll hold the other hand.
Why do you get it?
No, I'm doing something separate. But if you want to like do whatever you're doing, then like I'll wait.
I he uh
Also, sorry, but you're the orb, so this is happening.
he like moves his hand to snap his fingers. Teddy, you see the fingers snap, no one else does.
Okay.
All right, I've stopped time. I'll teach you the things so that you could back off, I guess.
Liam is pointing at
Sorry,
Teddy.
I'm sorry. This is a lot.
He just like
having
he
a lot of
grabs
arguments.
his palm onto your face. Like just a full face grab.
Is it like a slow grab?
No, just fast. He's like his hand is a face hugger, just
Okay.
grabbing your face, and you feel it. You feel like a burning sensation in your blood. Which you recognize as the fact that even though you're breathing here, it just doesn't feel right. It's like the air isn't truly moving like it's supposed to in your body. So that feeling is why you have to you can only do this for so long because it eventually gets you. And you should be able to do it now. You have a D6 in or was it a D6 or a D4 that I gave you originally, Lag? For teleportation?
I believe it was a D6.
Yeah, I think so. So you have a D6 for time magic. And so in your vision, he went from about to snap to he's holding Teddy's face.
She'll go first, Teddy. Huh? Oh.
All right, now what do you want?
All right. Well, I don't need you to touch my forehead.
Well, I can't teach it to anyone else.
No, that's fine. I don't need you to teach me anything.
What do you need?
I'm gonna touch his shoulder. And
Death magic.
I magic hand his heart. No, so if we're talking about orbs, what was the description again? How many orbs were there?
You
That's so
assumed
far.
every one of them had a quote unquote gift, which was an orb or something else.
Okay. If I feel using my connection to death, this orb, is this an orb related to death?
No.
All right, that's all I needed to know.
You know Death's orb.
Well, where was it?
Death had Death's orb. It was the only one not taken.
I don't remember seeing it. Though. Was it in their
Anti-magic
bodies?
is Death's orb.
Oh. What? No, never mind.
Legally, that's yours.
All right. So I guess I have the orb. I mean, I say that, but I don't know if, like, legally you could say I have the orb. If I try to,
I'm gonna like grab like a piece of soft mud, like a piece of cobblestone.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to focus at it and snap my fingers, and I want to try to erode it. Like just by blowing on it.
Okay.
All right.
so you snap your finger and then you blow.
Yeah.
All right.
What is the rest of that?
It's stone.
Okay. So the first one was the time.
The first one was a time, but I'm gonna make it explode. Or actually, instead of making it explode, I should just re-roll it. There we go. Much better. And I will still make it explode.
So you realize that without the earth magic, nothing happened to this stone. Or at least nothing happened in a way that you can perceive. You realize that, like, what I would have you take away from that is time magic is true time, right? And time to a rock is almost nothing. Erosion is a series of small forces over time, right? But the time itself is not what causes erosion.
Okay.
So you progress the time of the rock, but not, the time and forces.
So I would need something that, like, I would either need to make a work on a bigger area, roll much higher, or like
Time on a blade of grass would be much different.
yeah. I'll have to play with it.
One of you asked, how would you return it? And I think that you would return it the way that anyone could. If we knew where they were taken from, we bring the orbs back, and then maybe the punishment ends.
With that in mind, could I sort of reach out to Deaf in whatever means are available for me and like try and imprint the idea of okay, I don't know if this is too hard, of like summoning the orb that Death uses in front of me. Not that I'm trying to take it, but more that I'm trying to materialize it in front of me. So that even like the field is a field, right? But I'm trying to take the field and then make it into an object in front of me. But I'm not doing anything with it. I'm just trying to like actually make it into a visual object that potentially could be used in the future. For example, for the idea of returning it.
You have a feeling like Death imparts to you that it could happen, but it won't allow it right now. If you got to the point you were trying to return it, you have a feeling that Death would have been okay with this.
I impart the idea of just like doing a practice.
You have a feeling in your mind that it would be trivial. It's not
Okay.
Something that like you would need to practice.
Okay. But to
Easy as
confirm with
pulling
the
a coin
feeling,
out of your pocket, right? Like
to confirm with the feeling, Def is okay with the idea of letting go of the orb for the sake of this forgiveness,
yeah.
even though that the orb has a direct connection to the city and the dreams that Def is trying to realize.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm back.
Because fuck it. I mean, we're ball. Like, who cares? I'm specifically trying to just like point out the idea of like, okay, you have this plan of what you wanted to do with your city and how you were using the field to, and you want to expand the field across the nation for the sake of like this idea that you have. But if me and my party were to find a location where we could return the orb, which directly causes this field to exist, Def would be okay with leaving behind at least that side of things where it has a direct measure of taking away power from people. Not necessarily that its city would crumble, more that like the direct force it had over its goal would vanish in the process.
You have a feeling that that is a goal Death reached not as a totality, but as a thing to do.
Okay.
Right? He's been doing this for thousands of he's been trapped here for thousands of years and maybe working on that plan for a couple hundred. Right? It's not, it's like a dude
I don't
in
want to say it's
prison
a
taking up
hobby.
knitting and then
Okay,
like
okay. All right.
like
Being
if you could be
in
out
prison would be great.
if you
I
would be
will
out
also
forever,
I will
but you have to give up knitting. And he's like, sure,
yeah.
I guess so.
I will also ask Def to impart this towards Edwin as well, so that like Edwin as the mayor would be prepared in case something like this was like shifting the town.
You have a feeling
So
that like that you're not sure to what degree that works. He might know, he might not.
sure. I'm letting Def feel that I want Def to do its best to like convey what me and my party wants to do to Edwin, just so Edwin can be a little bit more prepared in case something like happens that would impact his life. But whether or not it communicates well is another thing.
So, in order to get these orbs, or, the other people with them, we would definitely have to let out the other two.
So right now we have we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we have it's like you said, we have 3 orbs right now, and we need 2 more. Uh, so
So one is in me now, I guess. One's in lag.
yes.
Well,
You have access
no.
to.
One is in me. I've imparted to you the ability to use it.
Oh, okay. Well, then
You would
one's
need
in.
you would need all of us.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's fine.
We need all of the heroes.
I thought it was because when the moment you said you could no longer pass on the thing, I assumed it was just like a baton thing, but it's
No.
fine.
Okay, with that in mind, I'm gonna reach out to Def again to clarify something.
Yeah.
Ring ring. Is there the hero who was supposed to seal Def died. and was
And
taken
is the
over by an
avatar
out.
of a higher
Yeah.
being even beyond death. Yes.
Does that avatar? Okay, I don't know if Death can sense this, but does Death sense that the avatar still has the orb within it?
No, because Death's orb was never taken. Death
Okay,
still
okay,
had
okay.
Death's orb.
Okay. I'm just
If
trying
he
to
could,
clarify.
if he could put it in front of you as easy as pulling a coin out of the pocket, why would it be with someone else? You got 3 orbs. You know where they are.
Right, I'm just clarifying because
2 more
'cause,
orbs.
we were talking about the heroes, and then I was like, well, I don't really.
They're not
have a
really
hero.
orbs. They're just like generalized boons, but like just picture them as orbs for now.
Sure. Don't get mad, man.
I'm furious.
They're not picking up what he's putting down, and he doesn't know why. All right.
So I think personally, we don't have a lot of time, so you're going to need to go free these guys. But we need both the beasts and the orbs at the place that they were taken to give them back. Because if we give them back, it's not repenting for the even though we stole them from the people who stole them.
I presume that like Death will be there in the presence of me.
Yeah, that seems pretty good. You need Lifebringer, which you sort of let run free.
But from what we know from conversations with our good friend, he and Lifebringer ended their last conversation on pretty good terms.
I need to be right back.
So, okay.
Okay.
You can keep going, but like,
So,
I think we should head for the Fire Lizard. Because, like, this entire time, there has been a problem with the growing of the woods, and what can help against that while we're going to grab the last one? A Fire Lizard. It can also help keep the nation of Everwood back from invading Emberhope, because we know that's happening at some point.
yeah, because that's what we need is a giant inferno.
Okay, unlike the walking corpse, the giant deer, the stone pillar, who is a mountain, and then whatever else is waiting for us.
What do you have against Mr. Mountain? He's very nice.
I do not have anything against the mountain. What do you have against the lizard?
The walking inferno, the volcano tyrant.
It existed before. Do you know who else was a tyrant? The mountain. Do you remember how it had slaves?
No, we can't hit him. What? I'm making a joke. No,
we can't hit him.
No,
I said a sweater.
No, I said we can't. I said we can't hit him. No.
Okay. We can't knit him a sweater, bro. Like, calm down. I'm just imagining all the beasts with like knitted shirts,
matching shirts.
Hell yeah. Like, okay, what is the last beast? Because we know Fire Lizard, but then what is the other one?
The mental one.
We know that it's
I think it was literally the mind tyrant.
the Mind
Right.
Seeker, yeah.
Do we know what it like? Okay,
I have
know
a
we need
plan for that
ridiculous.
one. I have a plan
Right,
for
okay.
that one.
What's
It's
the
not a
plan?
great plan. So,
What's
you know how you can resist a giant psychic force with another giant psychic force.
Yeah, I only picked up mine like recently, but yeah.
So
Yeah, I think
we
it might need
I
more
think
engagement from you.
we meet. No, not me. We make it face the Everwood, or not the Everwood.
The
The psychic.
council?
No, the psychic trees, the spirit trees.
Make who
Okay, so
face the what?
you're assuming that
So
both the lizard and the mind tyrant are immediately going to be hostile against us.
we okay. So what I said was, if we need a way to suppress, so the volcano tyrant,
They're
the
both
magma
tired.
baron, you know,
The trickster. Yes, I know of him.
yes, we're worried about, but you know, we're the one I'm
What
really
is scary
concerned
about a giant magma lizard?
The fact that it's actually not
having
giant, it's just an
having a
image.
dermis. The thing I'm concerned about is the remaining one after that, the mental one,
The Mind Seeker.
the mind seeker. And my proposal was we we have the grove present when we release it.
How do
As
you
a
how do you suggest to do that? It's a grove of trees.
groves expand when you move and help them grow.
You know,
Especially
if we went to go grab Lifebringer first and then had Lifebringer help expand the grove,
and you know, we could also maybe take a ship made out of
Are you a little
those
worried?
take a shit.
Are you
I said a
worried?
ship.
I know. That's me.
Are-
I'm sorry. That's
were you
being
like?
vulgar?
I feel like you're worried about this. Did you not contain a being that would crush your bones into dust in your own mind? Like what?
It did multiple times.
Yes.
I am, but that one was hitting it, and I respect it very dearly. It chose to match mentalism with physical violence. Whereas I don't want all of us to release the mind seeker and just become thralls.
Well, you have to remember they'll be very much weakened.
Okay, that is true. That is true.
Each hero with their respective orb is also gonna be present.
No, they won't.
Well, they
When has that
will
ever been the
be.
case?
So with Lightbringer, the hero was present.
No, he
and-
wasn't. He was teleported to
He
Solon.
was
Oh,
present.
Okay,
like
he was teleported away, but he was present as in like in the cage with the orb inside of him.
yeah. Technically, they were there, and when they're let free, they were teleported elsewhere.
Which is kind of nuts, to be honest. Because like, if you did the ritual there, why would you get teleported away?
Fuck off, man.
Hey, Def! Hey, I'm just asking.
No, that's not dead. That's higher.
Oh shit! Get out of my head! Don't worry, we're gonna show up with the orbs eventually, though.
Higher than that. You're just...
Oh,
All right.
please don't kill me.
You do have a brain bleed now. A physical one.
Critical wound gained.
I have
Aneurysm.
Yeah, no, that's literally the win. That's all I have. I just have the critical. All my energy is gone. But okay, but yeah, like we have 3 objectives now. Lifebringer. We need to go talk to the guy that used to be in Lifebringer's cage. We have the Flame Lizard and its corresponding hero, which honestly, the guy who had Lifebringer is in Solon right now.
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Yeah. And while he's very much the kind of guy to just kind of be like, I just got back, I just want to sit in my tower and like hang out, he also knows how teleportation magic, just like Lag. So honestly, if we wanted to be a little bit more convenient about this, we should all, and I'm including you, and I'm pointing at the guy with the time powers now because he's at one of the orbs. We should all go and convince him to help us do this.
Well, yes, I think pivotally you do need to convince him, but also I'm not going with you to do that. I need to get us a boat.
Okay, you can get a boat after you've helped us convince one of your old allies.
What does he you think we're friends?
You're at least compatriots in the war.
You have just as much ability to convince him as I do. What do I need to be there for? You think you're gonna need to make it into a 3-hour conversation in 5 minutes?
Antisocial or something?
Why do you
Jesus
not
Christ.
want to be there?
Because I have other things to do.
Okay, but he can teleport you to those things after we're done. We need to convince him because we need him and we also need his powers.
Did he hate you when you left? Like, have you tried to ask him?
No! We're going to ask him, but to be safe, you could be there to help us.
So
because you're
I go
also
there, I
someone
waste
with
5
a similar
minutes.
experience to him, but you decided to
look,
keep going while he
no,
decided to stay at home.
He's allowed to be non-social.
I'm
I'm
gonna have to go convince somebody to give us a boat.
I recognize this pattern of behavior. It's okay. If you're slow to make friends, that's fine. We think you're cool. Take this at your own pace.
Does he stop time and put his fingers in his nose and then just take them out?
Y'all feel like you've been punched in the stomach while time was frozen?
That's way worse.
He doesn't do that. I can go, I guess. I just thought you might want. I assume, and this may be false assumption, but like, if you're trapped in the cage isn't where you stole things, right? So maybe we have to go out of the cage to return the things. So I was thinking I was gonna get us a boat.
Okay, but
Unless you want to put boat on your checklist, and then I guess I'll go hang out with my former comrade and convince him that we need to save the world again.
Here's the thing. We could get a boat in Solon.
You want one of those freak boats?
Okay, now I wasn't trying to make this a weird thing, but like, what do you mean?
The soul boats.
He has a point. He has
Okay, but like, what would you rather have? A normal weak ass wooden boat or a super cool like ghost boat?
I benefit from the ghost boat, and I don't know if I could answer that easily.
Like, I feel like okay, like what boat are you going to get?
A
for us
boat?
Okay, but what kind? Are we talking about like a proper sailboat with a crew, or are
Multiple
we just talking about,
sails,
I'm
crew?
going to get a little dinghy and then we're going to wander?
Yeah, I'm
out
gonna
into
get us
the
a
sea?
rowboat and we're gonna bring it into the ocean and die.
As God intended.
That'll free us from the punishment because we'll be dead. The orbs
I'm
lost
just
to the bottom of the
imagining-
sea.
I'm just imagining the more this conversation goes, like, you know how he straightened out his bag and he sipped the tea, but as we kept talking, he went back into
No,
more and more hunch mode.
every time you say a sentence, he has moved to a different part of the room, and you do not know how long he spent breathing trying to stay calm when you say this shit.
Jesus Christ. Okay, but like, where are you taking the boat then?
I assumed that you would then, once I had the boat, would teleport back and meet up with me. But that was the part of the plan I was going to pitch. But then you were like, hey, you have to come with us. Otherwise, we'll never be able to convince a man who likes us a little bit and let us stay in his house several times.
Okay,
To,
but
like,
we've
go
tried
on a
to convince
journey.
him to come with us before, and he's been like, nah, man, I'm going to stay in this house.
Well, did you convince him, hey, let's do this thing? Or were you like, hey, do you want to like join the party and go on an endless adventure to who knows where? Did you have a goal in
I
mind?
want to say the latter, but I feel like you're...
Yeah, I think if I spent 1,000 years fighting a fucking demon.
Except you aren't. Whatever point you're making, you aren't doing that. This is what you're doing. I'm pointing at his fucking billboard of like shit he's doing. This is what you're doing. You're still
Yeah.
being active.
Because I don't have a lot of time.
If we do this, you might.
Every
have
moment
time.
I spend frozen in time with time frozen is a moment that I actually live. I don't know when I die. It could be any moment.
How old is he?
He probably looks like 60. He's
Oh,
like
he's old.
noticeably, he is noticeably older than the other hero was.
Okay. Well,
Now I'm just imagining the fucking giant mountain-sized entity just fucking zooping around. Or did it... Because presumably there was a time period where it used the time power.
Yeah.
it started as a little dinky rubble, and then it turned into a mountain when it grew older.
The
But
way I pictured that is that like you're picturing that this god started really tiny but had time powers and then froze
Yeah.
time and was just doing Katamari Damacy. Just rolling itself into a bigger being.
Yeah. But okay. How do we feel about our friend here getting a boat in Port Morgan while we go and try to
If you want
talk
a soul
to,
boat, I guess we can get a soul boat. I find them generally unnerving.
and
The
trust
implication
me, I'm
there is
with
not
you, but I'm
good.
looking at the benefits of like, the future. Like even if it's uncomfortable, maybe it's gonna be safer.
Sure, if you want to teleport me over there, I'll try to get a boat over there.
But I'm asking, like, do we want to put it up to a vote so that we decide what to do? I feel like we're starting to wrap up like the plans here, and we're getting ready to move. So like, do we want to get a boat at Port Morgan while the rest of us go, or should we all go to Solon? And you don't have to be with us, but like, just get a boat at Solon.
There is also something else we could do.
What are we doing now?
We could turn ourselves in.
To
The lab. Get real answers while we're here.
why they wanted to create
The
superpowered
perfect-
beings?
Yeah. Find out what they're doing here while we're here. because clearly it's not in alignment with what's going on at the other place.
Yeah, we got the one place in Amber Hope and other locations that are trying to, by whatever means, break the organization.
What did I miss?
We're talking
I
about
pro-
going to raid the fucking lab of our hometown now, I guess. Or not
Nope.
of our hometown, but like it's from the
I
people who are running
proposed
our town.
I proposed getting he was so worried about getting tailed, I proposed getting caught. Or turning ourselves in, or
The only one that has
volunteering.
tailed us is my dad so far.
Yeah, you're still not being tailed.
Like my dad got the jar that one time, and then recently he was tailing us as well until I had a confrontation with him.
Yeah.
And now he's gone to Ember Hope. Or well, he's gone to the Energy Kingdom. But other than him, we haven't seen anyone else from that organization.
No, you were correct when he's gone to Ember Hope.
Well, like I told him to go there, but he said he was gonna fucking spy on my mom until
Yeah,
things
well,
resolved themselves.
Where the
Okay,
where
no,
the
I
fuck
don't
would he
know
be
where
other
she
than
is,
Ember Hope?
because things are bad right now. Okay, so I don't know if she's still in Ember Hope or if Ember Hope has like fallen.
Ember
The
Hope
woods are
has
coming,
fallen.
man.
A tree popped up and everyone in the city died instantly.
I don't fucking presume that, like, I don't know, man. Like, it's just like the whole
No,
thing of like
presume.
home field advantage and shit. And, like, you know what I'm saying, and you're just being fucking mean to me.
Me to be.
Yeah, like, who are we getting caught by?
The the uh the people in this area that your dad used to work for, who, I don't know, the people he ran to when he thought he had the complete sample, the people who might know about all the experiments.
He didn't think he had the complete sample because he did
I
get
know.
hit by the
Yeah,
explosion.
that's not the point.
Yeah, yeah. The question is that organization within the city of the underground again? Because we didn't like fully export like the city and get everything that's going on in there.
And so just as a DM, what would you be hoping to get out of being captured by those people?
Captured is maybe the wrong word, but like, I don't know.
What would you want from them? Best case scenario. Like,
to like I don't know, man. I'm like a little chaos gremlin. We don't know about their organization, and they're like one of the things going on that like I want to know what's going on with them. That like they fucking made us. They
Yeah.
arranged for us to be made, and like we're literally there.
They made us specifically because they needed more heroes because of the potential dangers of the beasts, but now we know the beasts are actually kind of chill, and there's a bigger thing that we need to deal with alongside the beasts. So their entire reason for creating their organization is kind of stupid.
But like we're here.
He also can I just say the organization kind of do. Oh, they were missing key information on the level of the gods that took
I
you
mean,
like
from the
several
get-go, it's pretty
adventures.
stupid.
They made you,
And-
didn't they?
Yeah,
they
that was stupid.
succeeded. And also, there's still a real problem, depending on your viewpoint, on how like the genetics are working out with people losing their powers.
Yeah, no, I'm
So,
not saying that there isn't like a whole, side plot there, but I feel like that is definitely just what's this unmarked path that like we checked out like down the road before?
I'm not saying there. Look, I'm saying there are reasons to want to like investigate this. And like it's bugging Teddy that like we're literally here and we're not investigating it.
I mean, again, I feel like okay, but if you wanted to investigate it, I'm presuming it's located. Okay, I'm gonna look at the fucking I'm not gonna call him a conspiracy nut, but the fucking dude who's like hyperventilating at the prospect of social interactions and.
Have you all never been to a shop? Do you just like walk in and steal stuff? Is that what you do? There's social interactions involved in all that. It's not a social thing.
And I said that in my mind. I don't know how
I
you
can
mind
tell
how-
what you're thinking.
All right.
I've been through every timeline.
Okay. So now you have timeline powers too. No wonder you're so old.
I can make you old, motherfucker.
Don't. But I mean, okay, what do you like? Since we laid everything bare in front of this guy, like all the information, and we bring up the organization that like was running River Haven, does anything spring to mind for him?
Well, an organization like that probably had resources in many places. I wouldn't be surprised if some of the stuff was here, but I assume you don't bring put your main base of operation half a continent away from where you're doing your experiment, you know?
So maybe Wolfang Peak was the main base.
Like, especially because you said it was attacked. Like, you don't attack a forward operating base usually. You attack where the root of the problem is, and then if they escape, you know, maybe they try to rebuild somewhere, and maybe that was going to be here. But you also said they didn't get a useful piece of what they needed. So who even knows where their structure is? You could try to find it, but I wouldn't stop you. But like, are you sure you're going to find what you're looking for there?
It's a nightmare.
Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare.
So the best place to have found them is near Riverhaven. What's near Riverhaven?
Wolfang Pink.
That isn't that. Because that was like an isolated site that wasn't being used at the time.
it didn't have people actively in it. It was used recently. The file structure, the files you took were up to date with information from the last week.
People were in the village; they weren't working.
Oh God, do we have to go back? Did we destroy? I don't think we actually
We did
destroyed
not
that lab.
destroy. We did not destroy the lab. We left it, and then we noticed our town was being attacked.
You flip
Lab
that.
in Riverhaven was destroyed by the Liberation Front. Wasn't
Oh,
it?
It
Yeah.
was destroyed by a few specific members of the Liberation Front.
Who hopefully knew about the lab.
Yeah, they seem to.
Okay, we need to. Oh man, now I need to.
I also do feel like any Freds that are left unfinished once this game is over, you can always just ask Ninja.
Nah. That's for the rerun game where you have to follow those threads.
Yeah. Like out of character. Completely out of character because I don't think we're gonna get there because it's looking like it's too out of left field to do now.
It is one of those things where I could have seen us doing it at the beginning, but like where we are now, what we're trying to do like otherwise, it's not like a bad thing to do, but it's kind of like, okay, but like why would we suddenly shift to do this thing? Even as like characters, why would you do that?
Yeah. Yeah. Out of character, Teddy like I think doesn't want it to have all been for nothing.
What to have all been for nothing?
What happened to them?
Yeah. But also, what answer can they give that would make that true?
We did it for
No,
the sake
you
of the
don't
God.
you don't understand. Teddy would absolutely donate his genetics. Be like, hey, just poke me.
What the
Wait, so
fuck?
that they can keep
What
making
the
more?
Fuck.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
fucking. Have you been playing Fallout recently or something?
I like.
Well, because they're gonna keep doing it. It's proved.
They're not gonna keep doing it if this thing with the beast works out, because then we're gonna show that like, hey, like a group of individuals,
You
including
don't
the heroes of old
honestly
time
think they're
and
gonna
the
stop.
beast are collected. Of course, they're not going to immediately stop, but their mission is going to be entirely questioned, and peak members are going to leave because, like, we're literally working with the heroes of old, the people who they were inspired by, and the beast who were supposed to be the enemy. And we are all collectively trying to do something that is, I don't want to say objectively good for the world, but like,
So I disagree because I think it's a power thing, and they're making super soldiers out of character.
oh no, like they totally have like fucking ulterior motives like within it, but the inherent like this is what we're doing it for, from like at least again from what we've gotten from the Liberation Front and what we got from I think even my dad, like as a member, the basic idea of the organization was, hey, the thing with the heroes was cool, but what if something bad happens again? Then we need more heroes. And
Yeah,
whether or not that
but
they
the
are the ones
Liberation Front,
controlling the heroes,
the
it's
Liberation
another
Front
thing.
clearly was under the belief that the creation of quote unquote heroes was a method by which to further put a chokehold on the ability of the growing population of untuned people to like gain power. Like to stop that from ever happening.
Right. So it is a politically motivated move to do.
But yeah, so anyway,
No, I respect bringing it up because I'm like, oh yeah, that is a good point. Like, if if I were to talk about what I want to do, is that I still kind of want to do the whole politic between like Everwood, the animal people, and Ember Hope. That's interesting to me, but that's because I have direct stakes with Ember Hope and Everwood as a character. But that doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the major plot, other than the fact that like the forest is growing and Everwood is going to use that to their advantage to try and fuck over Ember Hope. And as people with like multiple powers, we could have a direct impact in like on like things.
You could go to Ember Hope and stay there for a bit on the way to the other one.
You know, like the question is, where do we want to go right now? Because basically, we can go anywhere right now. If we go to Edder's Peak, we're doing the Mind Tyrant. If we go to
the Mind
Everwood,
Tyrant is in Solon.
Yeah, you guys already got the one that's near the
Okay,
peak.
sorry. We're going
Yeah.
to Solon. That would be the wizard and
If we go
the.
to Seven Inns, we're going to.
Yeah, I was assuming that based on the locations, but never actually knew.
Yeah, but either way, Solon, Wizard, Mind Tyrant, Everwood, Lifebringer, and Riverhaven if we want to make a stop there. And then Ember Hope is both the capital because there might be things happening there. Like, and also we could be working with the leader, the Phoenix Man, and like try to convince him like that, like what is going on. So maybe like he can provide us with some aid, even if it's a minimum. Because like you see, he's pretty chill. He and then we can work our way towards the fire lizard to free that, or we can stay in Port Morgan and we can, I guess, look into the organization that my father ran to, even though he
could.
kind of quit on them.
We could, even if we're going to Solon first, go to Riverhaven. That would space out the jumps and be a little safer.
Yeah, no, like realistically, we should go to either Everwood or Ember Hope before we go to Solon. Or yeah, in the case Riverhaven. So Riverhaven or Ember Hope.
I know what I would like to do. And I'd like to leave it up to Callum.
How about Callum will just touch your shoulder, like your shoulders. Now when we've had this whole side conversation, we'll just let you go get your boat, mister.
But do you
And
want a
we'll
soul
come-
boat or a normal boat? I didn't.
How do we feel about a soul boat, everybody?
I don't feel like we made a decision on that.
I know, but I'm trying
I'd
to.
like a soul boat.
All right, I'll work on
Okay.
it.
All right, then you're okay. If we go to Riverhaven or Ember Hope, would you be okay with coming with us as like there temporarily while we're making our way to Solon, or do you want to make your way to Solon on your own?
How long do you think it's going to take you to get to Solon?
I don't think it's gonna take very long if because okay, it depends because like if we're going to Riverhaven and we're going to Amber Hope, we're probably going to do whatever needs to be done there, which could take a few. I don't even know. Like that's the weird thing, Caleb. You have such a great power that I can't even like internalize the timetable for how we're gonna get stuff done.
It's gonna take longer
Yeah.
for you to be safe to do dangerous things.
It's basically just going to take us a couple days.
Realistically, we should be waiting like a week or two for you to be healthy.
Okay, but we should do one more jump to get to like the next place we want to be, and then we can relax.
The man puts a hand on your shoulder.
Okay, we all have our hands on your shoulder, Caleb.
No.
So I guess you're deciding where to go.
Not Caleb's shoulder. Your shoulder.
Oh. Okay.
You feel an excruciating amount of pain for about 2 seconds. And then
I'm dead.
you lose all your wounds.
Oh. Okay. Holy shit.
He looks incredibly drained.
I've never been on the receiving end of that before.
I accelerated your body into the future. I have also cut probably 2 weeks off your lifespan.
I need to shave.
You do need to shave. You've grown a full beard. Whereas full
Like
of the beard
how-
you grow
how
in.
full? Are we talking like full marine beard or
No,
like...
it's 2 weeks of growth. You know, like
Okay.
Yeah, small lilacs.
Not like
Yeah.
a 5 o'clock shadow.
No, it's definitely. I mean,
it would be longer than 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah, yeah.
it depends on who, like, how it is for you as a person.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah, yeah. I'm asking if it's stylish or if it's like rough. More than anything.
It's probably rough.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
wasn't taking care of me while he
it's
was
a little
forcibly.
mossy. You know, you've
Does
got.
that mean all my energy is back too? Because
No.
he forced me forward?
No.
Okay. No.
Energy is from sleeping. Wounds are from time.
So I just stood there for 2 weeks.
No, you stood there for 15 seconds. Your body existed 2 weeks.
Right. Space magic and stuff. Yeah.
Not space magic. Time.
Time magic.
Two
yeah,
different
no,
guys.
Whatever. Imaginary magic. All right. Okay. So if we're spending more time, like we're spending up. Also, thank you, by the way. And like, I'm not gonna touch him because I imagine he like. Did he say he transferred my pain to him?
No, it doesn't look like he's like covered in wounds. Like
I thought you said that he got.
he's
like, hurt in the
drained.
process. Okay.
And also, if I teach Teddy space magic now, we're in a lot of trouble.
you can't. Only the one with the orb can teach it.
Does that mean I can teach mute powers?
I don't know. I don't know your deal, man.
All right, I'm gonna worry about that later. But okay, so we want the soul boat, which means we don't know how long we're gonna be in either Raverhaven or Amber Hope. So, and how long would it take for you to get to Solon from here on your own?
2 weeks.
Do we feel like we're gonna take 2 weeks to get to Solon, or we might spend like time at Solon waiting for him to arrive?
It'll be annoying for him, but we'll probably get there before 2 weeks.
Right, but then we can do like other things in preparation, right? Because then we can just board the boat and then be ready to go.
It'll be annoying, but we'll be you'll get there before 2 weeks is up.
And why aren't you just going straight to Solon?
teleportation, it takes a lot of energy and it gets harder over longer distances.
Yes, but it's also much easier for people to go places they've already been.
Yeah.
Well, we've been to the other places
Ooh,
too.
can I
Then
try
it'd still be
something?
easier.
Hey, can you make one of those holes for in space? I want to try something.
Just make a hole in space, bro.
I can try.
To where?
Just right in front of them. Just a hole to space.
The hole in space has to go somewhere. It's a portal, basically. Like,
I guess this probably works better with short distances. Let's say this
where does
goes
Teddy
3 feet
want
out.
it? Like, what's he planning?
Yeah, where do you want it?
And anywhere is fine.
I'll just create a portal in front of me that goes 3 feet out.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna make a ball of like scrunched up cloth. And then I'm gonna focus on it. And I'm gonna try to make it move really slowly. And then I'm gonna throw it through the hole.
I'll spend 2 energy and an insight token to explode that.
Okay.
I want to see what happens when time magic hits space magic. Because we figured out that the space stuff goes somewhere else briefly before it reappears.
This is how you get Dunamancy.
You need to roll your time magic, Panda.
I'm gonna spend an energy to explode it.
So
I'll
how
spend
much
energy to explode it.
how much slower are you wanting it to be?
Um, I wind up like I'm gonna throw a fastball, and the moment it leaves my fingers, it is moving like I'm gonna say like an eighth.
Okay. That's gonna take 2 energy, by the way. You're new to the
Okay.
magic.
All right, so I take 2 minor wounds.
It moves. It takes it a while. Callum has to hold the portal open for quite some time just to, because it is going an eighth of the speed. It is near instant. Like, what you can notice as you look at it, because the portals are close enough together, is you very clearly do see the moment in which it is between the 2 portals. That there's a space of it on the other side and on one side, and it is not a perfect cut between, it's not half on one side, half on the other. It's 40%, 40%, and 20%, maybe. That there
Okay.
is like a moment where through some amount of space,
It's less than full on. Interesting. I go to grab it, and then it like hits my hand. I forget that I threw it rather hard. I want to know what that area is like so bad. Thank you. Thank you, Callum.
So, how much energy did I lose?
to make a portal 3 feet, none.
Okay, so I'm not immediately visibly drained by that.
Yeah, you could do that all day.
Anytime.
Got a bathroom real quick.
We should probably finalize what you're planning to do, and then we will leave off with that being where we start next time.
Let's go to Riverhaven and see what the rebuild is like.
Yeah. You know, I don't think we ever learned what these houses are on the map.
That other town? No, you have not. I would agree to that.
Alright, let's go to Riverhaven.
Yeah, roll for it.
I'll spend 2 energy to explode that again. No, I don't need the D100, but what if I did? That's
course.
another 2 energy.
And it will take you 2 energy to get to Riverhaven.
Yep. 1 minor wound.
You appear in Riverhaven, and we will cover what you see next time. The flames.
In the
Thank you.
distance.
Thank you all for watching.